Right. So when I was leading the SEIU local, we had organized through a national campaign as part of it a bunch of the cafeterias in the charter schools in New Orleans.
Hmm.
So we represented, like hundreds of workers who did all those cafeterias. And I remember I had to go up to Baton Rouge to the Capitol for some hearing about something with charter schools. And we never really did a lot of work at the state capitol. Like when we went to Baton Rouge, it was for local government, not for state stuff. And I remember I walked into the building and the cafeteria, I mean the lobby cafe is outsourced to a company called Aramark, but it was all non-union, so those workers are all minimum wage with no paid, not one sick day, nothing at the
Hmm.
state capitol. And I go into the bathroom, and when I'm coming out of the stall, the door opens, and a tall man, young black man, walks into the women's bathroom. And he's wearing a uniform, like a dark uniform, and he's got a broom. And on the back of his says prisoner, right? And I remember thinking, clearly he's not a threat because they're sending him into the women's bathroom. You know what
Right.
I mean? But this is Louis. This felt like Louisiana to me.
Yeah.
It felt like the only reason like there's no legal slavery is because they lost the fucking war, but they're going to continue to fight and find every way possible to preserve it, whether
Yep.
it was through the minimum wage, all black women served with no not one paid sick day in the lobby of Louisiana, or the prisoner who was clearly harmless and should be, anyway, in the women's bathroom cleaning. And it just felt like it felt very overwhelming. And then it felt like just like a small group of us even trying to do anything about it.
Hmm.
So that's really like that is a big thing about Louisiana, um, is just how unjust, how unfair, how over the top, and how so that's a big difference. You're not going to find that kind of exploitation. I mean, you will a little bit, but nothing compared to like
Compared to
that
that,
in
yeah.
the North.
For sure.
Um,
Yeah.
and then there's and then I think our so-called allies, I mean, we had to fight way too fucking hard in the city of New Orleans just
Hmm.
to deal with a union contract.
Yeah.
Like Mitch was mayor.
Yeah.
And we had access and they would call and they would talk and sweet talk and everything else because we had dues deductions. We should be
Mhm.
happy. But I could never get them to agree to a contract, or maybe towards the end, maybe when I left they did. But it was just, they didn't want to. I mean, I get it. Why give away any of your power if you don't have to?
Yep.
Um, and at the time that I was there, Louisiana had, I mean, New Orleans had gone from like an overwhelmingly black city with black power
Hmm.
to this was back when, it was right after Katrina, where
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of white people, and there was a whole fight over are they going to, which neighbors they're rebuilding?
Huh?
And we lost the public schools, everything went charter. So, I mean, I was there for all of